And we continue to remind you that the Bush family lived here in Kern County. 17's Amber Frias joins us with that part of our story, as so many mourn the former president's passing. Amber.
Kristen, George H.W. Bush touched the hearts of millions nationwide, as oil once brought one of America's most prominent families here.
A great and noble man, the best father a son or daughter could have.
A packed house today as family, friends, and former presidents celebrated and honored the life of our nation's 41st president at the National Cathedral.
If you were down, he would rush to lift you up. And if you were soaring, he would rush to savor your success.
Resonating words across our nation for a man who touched the hearts of thousands, including some in Kern County.
Incredible patriotism and just a complete class act. And I think that most of us remember him with just such fond respect.
Republican 17 News analyst Kathy Abernathy owns the small white house located on Monterey Street, west of Mount Vernon Avenue, where George H.W. Bush, his wife Barbara, and toddler George W. Bush called home back in 1949.
Very few cities in this nation have a home of two presidents.
Their stay was brief, just 3 months. The Abernathys bought that home in 2000, but this wasn't their only run-in with the Bushes. During the mid-70s, Kathy Abernathy formed part of the Republican National Party Committee. President George H.W. Bush was chairman. During one of her speeches, President Bush had to run out, but not without a written formal apology.
He said, "Kathy, I have to give you a brief interview to the Oakland paper. Pardon my going now, but the newsman is agitated," and he puts an unhappy face, and he puts his initials and says, "I'll be right back." I mean, for him to care.
He was absolutely incredible. Gracious, respectful.
Barrow also remembers the former president fondly.
Although I wasn't in his inner circle, I felt very deeply, and I was heartbroken.
Decades ago, while George H.W. Bush was president, Barrow was invited to the White House for a luncheon with 10 other top Latino leaders in the U.S. media. According to Barrow, he was looking for a way to help improve education for English learners.
I feel honored to have known them and had a brief experience with them.
Kathy Abernathy says they plan to turn the Bushes' home into a museum someday, as well as a place for English learning students to practice reading. Amber Frias, 17 News.